To me, audience intelligence is I'm looking for like Reddit discussions, comments on like YouTube videos or TikTok videos. And so like wherever people live and they just talk their mess and like they don't care who's looking, right? Because like on LinkedIn and all that, it's all fake. Everyone has a mask on. And then when AI came out, I was like, they're going to be able to do some dashboards really quick. And so I jumped into AI and technology. I didn't even know Python at that point. So I learned Python. I learned how to do like pretty much everything from just 3 years. And it was cool because like AI taught me how to do everything, right? And so it was one of those things where I learned it and it taught me how to actually use it. And so the last few years I've been in technology pretty much the whole time and trying to figure out how do I infuse technology with analytics and intelligence. You can do a lot of creative things when you merge the three. At least in the US, like Reddit is the place where you get real advice. Like it's not someone trying to sell you, because if you try to sell them, you'll get downvoted and you lose all your karma and you can't sell them. Like there's rules, right? And so people go there and they trust what people say more than anywhere else. And it's because of that police system. So when you go and you have all these people telling you real pain points, like their real feelings, you can see like their real emotions are coming out. They're asking, and like if you are able to use that for like, for example, I've done like pain point analysis where let's say I have a brand that I'm working with and they want to launch a product. I would go and scrape Reddit for all their competitors, figure out all the things that they hate about the product. What do they dislike? What do they love? And then I like create a report and be like, all right, you should reposition your product to hit on these pain points. But I was like, all right, I got to get my LinkedIn like going, right? And I start writing some posts and nobody commented on it. And I was like, man, what the heck? Like, what am I doing this for? Like I spent 30 minutes on this post and nothing, right? And I was just like, all right, I'm about to automate this. I'm gonna get AI to write it. And I did some really like robust AI automation where it's like its own little digital brain. It had all my knowledge. It had like, I transcribed all my videos and podcasts and like it was like me and it sounded just like me. And I was like automating it and still no one was. So I was like, increasing the volume, right? And still no one. So I was like, all right, well, like how can I figure out how to do it in scale, right? Where like you have to post so many times a day because there's so much noise out there, but you also have to make it authentic. And so like, you're almost like, I should write it myself, but I can't keep up with everybody else. And so there's just this weird, you can use AI, but you can't. And it's just hard, right? It's like almost impossible.
In terms of what cuts through really well from a marketing lens is core problems, speak the same way the person speaks, identify the problems pretty effectively. Here's our solution to those problems. And then all of a sudden you've got an opportunity to draw some real good marketing, creative, and ads.
It was just too techie for him. To me, it was like, no, that makes sense. Like, And they were like, dude, like we're market researchers. We don't know what you're talking about. And so it didn't last too long. I mean, I got some paid people, but it was just, I just didn't know the market. And it wasn't trying to pitch them. It was more just like, hey, like I made this podcast. I know you got this problem. Here goes a podcast. You should listen to it. Just try to get people talking. Like just getting people to talk to you is really hard, right? And so like my goal is never even try to make a sale. Like I just want to have a conversation.
I had a conversation the other week with non-technical person, vibe coding, and he basically said, I needed to get ISO certified. So I told the AI to certify my code for ISO 27001. I go, do you actually understand what ISO 27001 means? Because clearly that is not even possible. And then the AI said, yeah, I did it. That's just the reality is that people don't know what they're asking or what they're doing, and that's a problem. It's just blind leading the blind in some capacity.
Everything is a hard sell now. It's like I'm just trying to make relationships for people, and everyone's just like they just got their guard up.